and is stuck can see how I did it to be able to move to the next phase. So that's the idea behind GitHub. So it's like a repository. It stores data, or it stores your work, just like all the works you've been doing. It's one of the things that are required by data analysts to understand. Because if you check for job vacancies, they will ask you, where's your project? Where's your work? And this is where we store our work, because it's not by I have built dashboards. Let me see. Me, I watched YouTube videos. So I'm for knowing how to this code, I wrote it myself in Jupyter Notebook. That's like Python. But I just uploaded it to GitHub. GitHub stores it the way it looks like on my system. So this one is just I used Python to just do the project, and I'm upload it here. So I just uploaded my work into this place. So this one gives me like the summary of everything that I did. So anybody can just come easily copy what I did and replicate it. So the idea is for an organization, when they have an engineer that works on something, the person leaves, but there's still his GitHub repository is still there. So the new person can come in, read the code, and try and make modifications. So you should be able to understand that. It's because you code as a data analyst, so you should have little understanding about this. Please, I hope that is clear to everybody online. Yes, if you want the good one. If you want the 2020K money, don't code. But if you want the good money, code. That's what I can say. So I feel like the bigger the work, the more the money. So then this one is also framework. This one is data build tools, and this one is workflow automation. Like I said, automation. In fact, Python is one of the best tools that we use for automation. Imagine that I'm in a company that we have to clean data every day, and I already have it in my GitHub where I know the processes to follow to clean a data. All I just have to do is bring in that data and bring in that data into Python, and it's going to just run everything. It's going to take me 10 minutes and I'm done. So that's automation. Okay. So we'll now start our proper practical. So Excel is very simple. So I said everybody has a file. I believe we all have those of us that have laptops, we all have a file, right? So please, let's proceed to open that file. For people online, I'm going to send the file again so we can just have it. Okay. Okay, yes. Is it still with you? Okay, get me please. Get me. I'm using my own internet. What is wrong with this place? So it's affecting it. The file is not open. It should open. The file should open. Is it the same for everybody or just Gladys? Let me confirm that first. Okay, I gave everybody. Please let me give it to. I've resent the file again. But just download it. Yes. It has, someone said it has opened. It has opened, okay. So if you don't have the file, please just signify. Signify, they will pass the file to you. And if you have a system and your partner does not have a system, please let us share. Sharing, thank you. Thank you. Please open the file on yes. Okay, on your laptop. You have to open the file on a laptop or yes. Please say again. Save it on your system. Maybe if you have email on your laptop, send it to your have want to access it from your WhatsApp. But you're actually meant to open it from the system. It's a system stuff. It's not and we can't turn off the AC. We are plenty. If we turn it off, you see how this place will become. I'm so sorry. Ma, please, where did you send it? Can't see. Okay. So I'm going to send the file again and again. So they will see it. So they can see the file. So I've sent the file again. Are you using your phone to join the Zoom? If you are using your phone to join the Zoom, just save this stuff, save it and send it to your email that is on your system. And you can download it on your system. You're meant to use your system. Oh. For those using phone, a system you'll be able to use to open it. You can't. So is anybody still struggling with it before we proceed? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's still not opening. Do you have a this is a new person? Do you have Excel on your system? You are using Israel. I'm trying to save it on my phone, but just use your system. You're meant to use your system. Don't use your phone. It's a CSV file. Cell CSV. Just that's an images on it. Is there anybody still I don't have you don't have your laptop, you just follow up on the teaching. Oh, okay. No problem. What about you, Israel? Is there anybody still having issues with it before we move? Anybody? Okay. Israel, are you done? Okay. So we'll proceed. You are not meant to use your phone to access it. You are meant to use your system to access it. Okay, Israel. iPhone Omolara, you are not meant to use your phone. You are meant to use your system. I want to open mine. The normal way you save now. If it's the same iPhone you're using, If you're using an iPhone, click on it, there should be a saver and you save it. Now I'm going to explain it. And like she's like asking how she will save. I don't know how to explain that. The file, once you tap open, there should be an arrow by your left, bottom left. Tap on it, you will see save to files, save it to files. And that's how you save it on your iPhone. Yeah, above, yeah, beside the title. There can be an arrow to, yes. It can be an arrow to beside the title above. So one of the things that we're meant to understand when we're working with data is there are different data, not data types, file formats. I downloaded it the first time and I was trying to use it and it was giving me restrictions. That's because that was not how I should have done it. What I should have done was that I should have downloaded another form, usually using in other programming tools, Python, SQL, and the likes. Not really Excel. So if you're encountered in a place where you find Excel and all of that, look for how you can convert it to comma separated values because it is the cleanest format for analysis. Let me put it like that. All those formatting that people have done, all those rubbish that people have, it will not sit. It will only sit in the raw format, which is exactly what you need. So that's why we operate with CSV. So the file I sent to everybody is CSV. So I'm going to open it up now. And it should look like this. I will open it up. It looks like this. So as I was saying that to allow automation, one of the first things that I will do is that I will change it to, I'll convert it to a table. I'll just put my cursor anywhere and I'll press Ctrl T and I'll press OK. And it has been converted to a table. Yes. No. Okay, let me do it again. So this is the raw format. In fact, this is what I should have done. Before we start anything, come to File, Alpha. Come to Save As. It's in CSV. Change it to Excel workbook. And click Save. Save it as Excel workbook. So it's a CSV file. We brought in the raw format. We want to save it as Excel format because if you keep working on it in CSV, it will not save everything you have done. That's what I'm saying. What I just explained is no matter what you do, a CSV file will not see it. It only see the raw format. So I just said we should just save it as an Excel file. So you have have you done that? No, this is save as. And click on save as. This is what I have. And click browse. Click browse. Change this from CSV. Click on this CSV. See Excel workbook. Click on save. So is anybody still having issues with it? Wait. Let me click on this arrow. This one. Okay. Good. Press enter. Okay, you've saved it before, Abby. Okay. So everybody has saved it, Abby. This is the first one. Everybody has done right. So what I said is that the next thing we are going to do is that, so I want to perform just simple analysis on this data that we've gathered. So I'll give everybody, I'm the stakeholder, I'll give everybody objectives. I'll perform the little analysis. So I just want to teach you something. So I said that we'll convert this to a table so that we're practicing automation. I put my cursor anywhere within my data. Anywhere within my data. And I press Ctrl T. where is the data for your table? It's trying to tell your data is from A to F. Your table has it, everything. Just press OK. And it should come out like this. So there's no information you will add to this one. It's not picking the right range. So you're meant to click anywhere in your data. Control C. Control Z. Z. Yeah, Control C. Okay. Press OK. I remember the first time I was telling you that the first time that I worked on Excel, I was seeing ash, and I was very scared. This is the ash. So what means is that this cell is tight. It just needs to expand. So if I want to expand it, I'll just bring my cursor here. This mouse is giving me a dick. I bring my cursor here. You can see that it has changed color from white to black, and I just expand. That's all. But I can actually do everything at once because this one too needs expansion. I need my data to be free. So I'll just highlight this one, shift and touch the last one. Highlight the first one, hold my shift key, and I click on the last cell. Let's do that first. So I'm highlighting the whole cell because I want to expand everything at once. No, click on the first one, hold your shift key, and click on the last one. Don't release your shift key. That's done now. No, I highlighted it. Okay. So that's just how to basically do it. Now, so what I actually want to show us how to just create a simple and direct dashboard. But before that, I put one motivational quote here. Excel is simple. Just follow instructions. Once you understand the logic, everything becomes easier. So I want to just show you why I said Excel is simple. So assuming I want to sum up the total salary here, right? There's even someone that is earning 95 million. We are very rich in this class. I love that. So I don't mean I want to sum up the total amount that we made here. The first thing I will usually do is that we used to, because it's numbers, we like to put like commas and all of that. So we can understand. So one of the things I'll do is I'll format it. You can say I'm moving my arrow. I don't want to do that. It's very unprofessional. What if I have 1 million rows? Will I keep dragging like this? It's unprofessional. So what I'll do, I'll put my cursor here, Control, Shift, and arrow down. Takes me to the end faster. So instead of the dragging, Control, Shift, and arrow down. Control, Shift, and arrow down. Control, Shift, arrow down. Don't worry. That's not a your cursor. Here. Control, Shift, and arrow down. Put your cursor here. Yeah, Control, Shift, this Shift, and arrow down. Do you get it? Not. Oh, sorry. I'm not even saying laptop. Okay, so I will just come to, after doing that, I will just come to home. It's above here, home. And you see something like under this number, just put comma. And everything should expand in the normal way. You can see that one that was, 3 billion. Who is that? Wow. We're very rich in this. We're very rich in this class. So you know, I won't show 3 exponential 9 before. It was, let me do Ctrl Z. Oh, what is she? It was showing 3 exponential 9 before, but by adding commas now, it now understand what's what. This one was, this person put 0. That's why it's showing dash. Okay, so I first highlighted the cell like this. Then I came to home. Then this is number here. I just clicked on this comma. And it just... So this one looks clearer. You can read the figures now. You can see what I'm trying to do. I'm not jumping straight into... I'm making sure that my data is clear. You can see.
This is almost 3 billion.
Yes, someone is earning 3 billion. That's she's in this class. Wow, rich woman. Rich woman. 3. So see, this is what you're meant to click on. Click on it. Yes. So the commas exposed us to see the actual values of everything. Yeah? Then one looks different. This is not Excel. This is something else. Okay, you are working on it. So this is what you do. Where's the file? You have Excel in your system now.
Yes.
Open it. So just open. This is how it should look like in Excel. So close. So let's start. Control C, Control C. Myself was Control C. So myself should save it as, so save as. Back. It's not even allowing you to save. What was wrong? Click on this save as.
Maybe let me just cancel it.
It's not it. Are you sure? Go back to file. This is blowing the savers out. Let me close this one that you're working on. So this is not Excel. No, save it.
I've saved it initially, so you can just...
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so it's saving. Open it. Excel. So it's open your WPS this. That's also another type of spreadsheet. It's still bringing this out. Not the issue. Close it. Because I think because it's already working as WPS file. Don't worry, nothing can do. You have to get another file. It's no more a CSV file. Where's the flash drive? What? My mic has died. Just copy it again. So we can see now that we know how much 20 people from my state agree to now. So we can see that this is now more readable. We can now see the billionaires among us and the trillionaires among us. I've resent the file. So that is sorted, right? So the next thing is that I want to show us how we can do a quick analysis. So what if the boss says he wants to know the total, the amount of everybody's salary, right? So I'm waiting for him to meet up. So there are functions and formulas in Excel. And you can call up those functions and formulas. Is type equals to. So equals to automatically tells Excel that you're about to perform a function. So it will bring out all the functions. If I press, so to add up in Excel is sum. But if I press ordinary sum, it's not going to see anything. Marvelous, can you see the screen better? Is it better? Can you guys see it? Is it better? Very sorry. So can we, is bold now, B? So I want to know how much salary is. Like I said, sum is the function. I want to perform a sum function. I want to add it up. Remember, am I sharing my expenses? Okay, I'll just start sharing this one. Okay, so I'm just going to add it up. Simple, straight, and forward. Or let me even show you guys let me do it like this. So there's a way I can get the summary of everything. So let's say I want to compare, I want to change the question. Let's say I want to compare degree level to salary. I want to know the total that BSc people are earning and all of that. So there's something called pivot table. Pivot table will just summarize everything for us. I think that's the best approach. So I just put my cursor here and I come to insert and I'll see pivot table. I click on it and I'll press OK. I don't even know what should do my chart. So this one is you people's on, and this one is no. This one is you people's on. Abby? Yeah, sure. Don't worry, don't do it. Don't there. Don't be smart.
The initial explanation I gave when I spoke about having records and having records in a way that is data friendly is because initially what you wanted to demonstrate, it's something that I consider crude. The use of Excel functions usually requires something that we describe as hard coding, which I usually don't recommend at the level for business operations. Let's go back to my friend OZ Life. As a decision maker, you know, as business decision makers, what you want, what we do in leadership is to take decisions. And what those decisions sit on is information. And how decisions come, or when we need to make decisions, we need to have the information as at when we need it. It's not like showing you a function usage is not effective, but it's restrictive in terms of how quickly you need to supply information. And what you want to be positioned as is someone that can respond to the needs of leadership. Once a request is made, I need to make a decision, I need to understand this. You should have the toolkit to quickly do that. as I said, it does not mean that using Excel functions don't have a place in work. It does. But the toolkit that will best help you to achieve that is some sort of tool that at every time when you want to change the scenario, you are not rewriting a function. You don't need to do that. What you have is you have a dashboard or a system where if I need to call up this data, it does that immediately. And that's where the role of pivot table comes in. But there is a but to this. The only reason why you can use this pivot table is because you have a record that was captured with certain validations. The record that we use for the sample is clear that certain things were captured by restriction. You are not allowed to enter your date of birth. You have to pick from a date picker. If you had attempted to put comma in that salary range, it would have rejected because there is a restriction that that cell only takes numbers. So what we do is that records are classified into two parts. We have what we call attributes and what we call facts. And I need to note that down. Records are classified into two parts. We have what we call attributes and we have what we call facts. Attributes are descriptors. Facts are values. And you must understand both of them very carefully. All records usually have what? Attributes and what? And facts. On the record that you are using, a name is a descriptor. So that's an attribute. Right? But a date of birth is a what? It's a fact. Are you with me? What other information do we have there? Email address is a descriptor. But salary is a what? It's a fact. In order to use pivot table, what pivot does is that we can quickly manipulate scenarios based on the information that you need. And based on the fact that your record is captured clearly as either what? Attribute or fact. On the screen, although it can't be zoomed beyond that, on the screen, if you take a look at the right side of that screen, you can't zoom it, but you can use your cursor to show it up. You will see at the bottom there, those four quadrants. One says filter, one says columns, one says what? Rows, and one says values. Columns and rows are used to analyze attributes. Why values are Jonathan is used to analyze what? Facts. Does it make sense to us? Then filters are used for either single selection or multi-criteria selection, depending on what exactly you want to select. It's used for attributes, while values is used for facts. Please do not always assume that values are always numbers. An address is an attribute, in as much as it might be a number. A postal code is an attribute, in as much as it's a number. You cannot sum up all postal codes to get total postal code. That doesn't make sense. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Yes. So understand that very carefully, that we have attributes and we have what? Facts. So what I'm doing now is so she's going to act as my analyst. I'm going to act as the business owner. Please sit down. She's going to act as what? My analyst. I'm going to ask. So I want to show you how quickly, as I need the information, she should be able to supply it to me. And as my demand, Jonathan, changes, she's able to respond very quickly to that demand. I want us to, so let's start the scenario slowly and then we'll build it up. Please just watch here. I don't attempt to do anything yet. We'll do the demonstration on how you can catch that up. So first scenario, please, I would like to know all the, so what are the columns we have there? We have all the staff. Yes, can I have all our staff and their salaries, please? So she will drag staff to the row, drag salaries to the row. Scroll down, please. Can you see? Immediately we have the total at the bottom. What's the total there? You can zoom this page. Three what? Good. Can I know the? Yes. Can I see only staff from Lagos, please? Staff from Lagos. Right? So these are all our staff from what? You can see how I'm saying that when you have records and you are analyzing with pivots, what it does is that as I need the information, you can easily, quickly manipulate. All together. So the demand for information must be quick and responsive, whereby your role as the analyst based on the request of the organization. Is it making sense to us? And my demand can keep like it can go in all manner of what direction. This is how you establish the framework. I told you earlier, everything sits on data or records. Good record means possibility for good what? Analysis. That's why I always say that using a sum function is technically crude for me. Because for every time I now ask, she will be adding, Jonathan, some filters. No. If drag out everything from the box so that the whole pivot is clear. Clear out the entire, the selections in the filters, in the rows and all that. Not there. Just clear it out. Clear out everything. Just clear it out. You see, irrespective of, so let's take a scenario that you might be interested in. So I want somebody to come up with a business request that you might be interested in. Somebody should come up with any business request. Yes, think about it from as a business person. Is there one? Oh, no. That's not a business request. Jonathan, what does the highest education and salary mean?
From this one.
No, tell me what you want, not, no. Yes, don't just say highest education and salary. And each level of education is not a record now. It's not a person. Each level of, yes, show it, but it will not make sense. I know that. No, show it. Drag the education into the row, and it will just sum up all OND older salary. Are you with me? So what does this information tell you? Oh, you can answer that, okay, maybe the BSc holders are the highest what earners in the organization. You can put it there. So if you drag the BSc and put back, no, don't take it out. Yes, do a count. Drag it into the attribute column. Into the attribute column, not the, yes. It's fine. Yeah.
So this becomes more.
It showed more information that, yes, 23 people are what? BSc holders. So that makes a lot of what? Sense. I also like to ensure that when you present data, you order either from largest to smallest or smallest to largest because it shows top entries. So this one is not ordered yet. That one is use the value. Yeah. Are we together? The essence of pivot, and you can see where I'm coming from, where I said you keep records. When you keep records with the principles of record keeping, then you can do this. So there are some things that we do that we always think is fancy, but they damage your record. Let me give you an example. I remember one stuff that you and I did a long time. Once you put a sub calculation in a record, you have messed it up. Some of us always try to, like in this particular record, some of us will create what? A space for what? To sum total. Don't do that. Once you do that, because the systems for analysis treats each line as a single entry. If you put a sum on that row 5 as it's doing, you've messed up the pivot. If you want to do this kind of sum analysis, do it in the pivot view, not on the record. Do not touch the record. That's exactly. That's the company's data set. That's the company's record. You don't touch the record. You don't put spaces in between the record. You don't put entries, manual entries in between the record. If you do that, it's ad coding. That's why we always prefer that records are captured with forms, simple forms. Even if you're not going to use a form and somebody is going to update the sheet, let there be policies guiding the what? That data entry. Can we all now try our pivot exercises? So you can take them. Please, can you move what you have done on that sheet record? Thank you. Okay. Okay. You know that person, that's the work she does. That some of us will take the original record and be adjusting it. God will catch you in 3D. Thank you.
Don't mix them. Don't mix them. I'm okay. I'm okay. I think I know it. This one will give it. That one is because you remove the body.
So let's start off from the beginning. No, hold on now. Just hold on.
I'm coming.
Can we start off from the beginning?
Definitely.
Clear out the records, delete the pivot sheet, and let's start off again.
So what I want to do now is to show you how to use pivot table. Like I said, I was saying it earlier, I wanted to show you how to summarize the work fast. And the route I was going to before is just like long journey. So I'll put my cursor anywhere on this data. Then please. I didn't put my cursor here. Yes, they have. Yes, they have, sir. So I didn't put my cursor here. I put my cursor anywhere within my table.
Why?
And the reason is because it captures range. So if I'm putting my cursor here, there's literally nothing in this data. So it's not going to see what to pick. But if I put my cursor here, it can see that there's something there and it knows what to pick. So that's why I'm putting my cursor in the data. Then I come to insert. Then I come to pivot table, which is the first thing you will see once you click on your insert. And I click on pivot table.
Please observe, you will see the range of the table. Another table name is showing there on the range of the selection. If you also notice, there is an outer ribbon that is indicating that the table has been selected.
That's what I was talking about. All those broken lines. Yeah. So new worksheet, that's the best place you're advised to transfer your data to, not existing one. So leave it like this and press. So there's choose where you want the pivot table to be placed. There's new worksheets and existing worksheets. Existing worksheets means it will create it inside this sheet, but it's not advisable. The best to do is to create a new worksheet. So just leave it as it is and press OK. Then you have your pivot table, and you can drag and drop as you please, attributes and facts. Yes.
So let's now start now. So I'm going to give different people different tasks. Let's start with a simple task. I want to see the total salaries for each state. Total salaries for each state. Don't do anything. Total salaries for each state. If you are done, say aye.
Yeah. Flash.
We'll check.